look so good. Okay, so hi guys, and welcome back to another video of mine. Jody High, aka Nia, and in this video I'm gonna be telling you guys how I made $70,000 selling hair. Giving you more than I could afford it. So you guys don't think I'm lying. I have two different websites. I have a new one that I just launched last month, and I have an old one. So this old one I had for about 2 years, and then here you can see it says 69,000. And then I have my other website that shows, I think it has like 5,000. Let's see, there we go, 5,000. So total like $74,000. So this is going to be explaining to you guys how I made the $74,000 in my hair extension business, what I did. I'm going to be answering some questions that I hear frequently from you guys, answer those, give you guys some tips, some advice on what I did differently, and shop here for me. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I mean, that really is it. So let's get into this video. Okay. Let's see. By the way, I have been in business for about going on 3 years, but I hit 70,000 at like my 2.5-year mark. So it doesn't happen quickly. If you're gonna start a business, do not expect it to happen right away. It doesn't happen right away. When it comes to like seeing boohoo amount of money, it doesn't happen right away. And you guys will get more of an insight with this video and when I answer the questions. So the first question is, how did you market yourself? So how did I market myself at the beginning and now? So at the beginning, I market myself with marketing on Facebook. That was something that a lot of people were not doing. Still, I feel like a lot of people don't do Facebook marketing anymore, which like the marketplace on Facebook, that got me a lot of sales, probably about 8 sales when I first started, and it introduced me to a lot of amazing customers, and they were able to get a lot of referrals to me. So that's how I really started in like Facebook. And then Instagram, a no-no that I did and I lost a lot of customers from was posting other people's pictures and videos. Please do not do this. Do not post other people's pictures and videos. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I did that and I lost a lot of customers that way. I did the whole follow unfollow. That got me quite a lot of customers. Another secret, because I'm gonna tell you guys, a secret is DM messaging and advertising. So when somebody follows you when you first start and you want to kind of have like a pre-typed out like, thank you for following, here's a promo code, and like kind of just like describing what you do, like describe what you do, where you're from. Like mine says like, oh, I'm originally from Atlanta, I moved to Washington State, I sell hair extensions, I specify in top quality hair, and I also offer raw hair, stuff like that. Like, and it goes in, and at the very end it's like, if you're interested in anything, please let me know. Here's a promo code for when you do decide to reach out to me. Right. I think that when I first started, it said like, heart this message if you want a promo code. And so that way they will heart it, and it will kind of engage them and interact with you, besides like what I do now, which is kind of like saying something, introducing myself, and kind of just, yeah. I don't do it as often, which sucks, and like I really need to do it because I got quite a bit of interested customers that way. So that's an amazing way to market yourself. So on from that, that's really just how I marketed myself. So another one is, when did you know that you wanted to sell hair, and who inspired you? So when I moved to Washington State, I had no idea about hair. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had no idea. I had one sew-in in my entire life. So I did a boohoo amount of research. I went through a lot of vendors for about 6 months. And then I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. When I got my first sale, that's when I knew. Like, I love the feeling of having my first sale. I love interacting with the customers. I love that so much that I was like, this is it. This is it for me. Like, this is what I want to do. So you kind of just know when you sell stuff. You kind of just know what you want to do. Some people have to flip-flop around, you know. I was blessed enough to kind of just put my foot into something and just prosper in that area. But some people have to like test the waters for everything, and that's okay. If you want to sell hair and you're watching this video and you start selling hair and it's not for you, and you decide, oh, I want to do lashes, or I want to do makeup, or I want to do lip gloss, whatever, branch off to something that you feel comfortable in and that you really feel great doing. So that's that. And who inspires me? So Kendra Boutique, by the way, everybody knows Kendra. If you do not know who Kendra Boutique is, she is bomb. What's her name? Style Kendra P, Style Pro Kendra P. She's another one I like. India Ari. So India Ari, I'm actually currently in her mentorship. Shout out to Posh University. They are amazing people to be in a mentorship with. But I do love India. I love what she does. She's an amazing person, a very inspirational person. I Am Ming Lee is another one that I look up to. April Diva Glam. There's a lot of people who sell hair that you can really look up to in this industry, and those are one of the top few that I really love. I just got hooked onto Ming Lee. She's bomb. Snob Mob is bomb as hell. So, all right. Third question, how much do you reinvest back into your business? So, like everything. It sounds bad. Like when you first start selling your product or being an entrepreneur, you really don't pay yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but if you can ask pretty much any entrepreneur who's within their first 5 years, you don't really pay yourself. You just kind of like do it to do it. Like most people who are working as entrepreneur by themselves and making all the money in their household, they have to have a job on top of being an entrepreneur. Me, I'm blessed enough to have my husband work and pay for majority things while I'm able to branch off and focus on my business. I go to school full time, getting my bachelor's in business, and I'm a full-time mom to 2 kids. So I'm really busy on top of that, on top of just being an entrepreneur. But I am able and blessed enough to have my husband pay pretty much everything and me be able to sell hair. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But I do invest back into myself. I invest pretty much everything. I have a separate account, which is a key to when you have a business. Have a separate account with all your interactions and all your transactions on one account, so that way you're not misleading yourself and having to go through and figure out what is what, No. So I do have one checking account that is just for business, and that checking account I literally reinvest. Like, so whenever I have a sale, I will use my revenue to buy more hair. Now I do have quite a bit stacked up in my hair account, but that's for if anything happens. Like, let's say like I have a big shipment order and it got lost or stolen or whatever, I'm able to have that backed up. Let's say I need something done in my hair room in here, because I'm actually decorating and currently putting it together. Just stuff like that. It's just nice to have some extra money. You still need to save some type of money, but also I have quite a bit of money to be able to reinvest into myself, which is amazing. All right, so question number 4, what legal documents do you need to start before you start selling anything? So you need to make sure that your name isn't trademarked already. That's free. You need to look into getting a business license. You need to, here in the here in Washington State, you need to have a UBI number before you have a license. So I had to get my UBI number, and then I had to get a business license. So I had to do those 2 steps. And then when I got my business license, you kind of just pick and choose what city you want to sell in, and those taxes, those sales taxes that you want to pay, all of that stuff, you have to get that out the way, and boom, you're good. Like once you have the business license, you're pretty much good. You need your EIN number. Your EIN number is key, sis. Your EIN number is key. That is the reason that you're able to get credit under your business name. So if I were to go out right now and try to get a credit card, a car, anything that has to do with credit, and I don't want to use my personal one, that EIN number will cover that. It literally has its own separate credit score, which is bomb.com, okay? So we're on to the next question. All right, number 5, how do you make yourself stand out from the crowd? That's a really good question, because I feel like a lot of people get lost by that. Honestly, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, I just push myself every day. I try to motivate myself weekly, have goals set for myself. Really just seeing my sales increase every month was really like something, and just yearly was really something that pushed me, that motivated me, and made me want to stand out more. Now I will say something that like makes you and helps you stand out is collaboration. So if you want to collaborate and you're selling hair or you're selling lip gloss, that person who's selling lip gloss, go to somebody who sells clothes and like swap, collaborate. For me, it's that I collaborated with a hairstylist. So Kreia is my hairstylist that I collaborated with a year ago. We've been in partnership for a year, and that really made me branch out. It's just really, really nice to have. Like, that collaboration kind of gets you that little, especially if you collaborate with somebody who's really good at what they do, or a clothing brand or whatever it may be that has enough following. Yeah, you're good. Just wanting to be boss babes together, like, that's the perfect thing to do. And that will get you more recognition and more of that crowd that makes you look like you're standing out more to them, instead of like kind of just being by yourself and not collaborated with somebody else, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but whatever. On to next and last question. All right, so I wanted to make this video as quick as possible. So this is my last question. It's question number 6, and it's a really transparent question. How do you deal with bad complaints or bad days overall? So in any industry you're in, anything you do, you're never going to have customers who are 100% satisfied. You're always going to have that person who's going into it wanting to complain. You do, crazy. Or you're going to have that person who's shopping with you, loves shopping with you, and it's like, oh, this is different. Like for me, you can get bad batches of hair. That's true. Like you might hear like, oh, bad batches of hair. It actually happens. Like, I check quality, but once people actually like get it installed and wear it, it just moves differently from other things. Now, I've had bad batches a few times, and luckily it wasn't like a lot of hair, but it happens. And at first it really got me down. Like, I didn't know how to deal with bad complaints. I still somewhat don't. I have a hard time kind of like putting my foot down and being like, also the final, you know, like every scenario is different. It's really hard. Like, I've had days where I've cried, like, because people are just out to get my brand. I've had a lot of bad experiences, and just days where I beat myself up because I'm like, I'm not getting any sales, or what can I do that's better? What am I doing that's so wrong? Like, what is happening? Like, you know, and it does make me sad thinking about it, because I do beat myself up so much. But I don't know, I just try to learn from those days that like, oh my God, I got through it. I'm better now. Like, we're good. But it's rough. I guess the way that like I deal with it is just looking at the positive, definitely talking to someone who has a positive outlook on everything will get you in a better mood. Getting that person who's going to calm you down. You know, make sure that you do what you want to do. And if you know that you're going to want to talk to somebody, make sure it's somebody who is going to be positive. I have quite a few people, my husband is the same way. Quite a few people who are going to be positive. My husband is very, very positive. He's going to tell me how it is, and he's just really helpful. So yes, make sure you have somebody who's positive when you have bad complaints, bad days, somebody to uplift you, because if you don't have that and you have somebody else that's going to be miserable with you, it's just going to make things worse, you know. So do that. But that is it, you guys. If you have any more questions, let me know, comment below. If you like this video, found it helpful, like this video, turn on my notification bell, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at shophairfromnee. Hold on, shophairfromnee. You can follow me on Instagram on there. You can also go on my website. I will have all that in the description below. But that is it for this video, you guys. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Giving you more than I could afford it.